Start recording. We are recording. Wow. It is Thursday, April 23rd, and it is late in the day. As you can see, it's 5 o'clock. And there's just a weird thing with me. And it's like, okay, I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to go to class, blah, 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 all this bad stuff, bad, 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 bad. And the later the day progresses, like the less I care about that stuff, which is for some stuff good and for other stuff bad. Like, this morning I was like, man, I don't want to be here. Like, I gotta training shit, make this work. And then now I'm like, I'm just chilled out. I'm out of it. But there's a lot of stuff I wanted to say earlier. But dude, my roommate was sleeping till like 2:30. He literally just got up like 20 minutes ago. Not when he went to the dining hall to eat. But he just got up and I'm like, holy crap, because I haven't been able to do anything in here. And so got some schoolwork done. I've got to record a part of a video for an assignment that's due tonight. I thought it was due next week, but it's not too bad. There's a lot of stuff going on. I wasn't able to trade anything today. I was there for market open for like 3 minutes and then I had to go because I had an academic meeting. I actually tested into the next Spanish class or up like two classes. And so, you know, I'll take that. But I'm like, that's still going to screw my schedule up next year for in the mornings. So I'm like, I got to make this work. Right. But there's this one thing. It's like I'm waiting to warm up. I'm warming up, and I'm like, yeah, my coach obviously not gonna be on time, and I'm like, how am I supposed to respect somebody that does that, right? Like, shot put, first semester here, I was still learning, blah 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 blah. But at this point, it's like I don't care, and I think some people kind of read that energy that I don't really care because I know he can't coach me, and rotational is not what I want to do, and that's another thing. The biggest thing this morning was like, I was talking with my dad last night, and actually my mom last night too. And one of the things was like, oh, are you gonna get a like rotational coach for the summer? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go back to gliding. And she's like, well, that narrows your options for like collegiate teams that'll take you. And I'm like, I I don't know how to explain this to people. That am I throwing because I want to go to get into a good program and throw far? That's some of it. I throw because I like to throw, right? It's fun. Why'd you get into your sport? Anybody, why did you get into your sport when you were younger? Oh, because it was fun. I find glide fun. I can understand it. I can learn, and I know how to get better. And so when people are like, "Oh, rotational this," I'm like, "Oh, like that's not what I want to do." And it's always the people that are in the position I would like to be in, who I would like to be like, that say, chase your dreams no matter what they are and devote your life to it. That those are the people that it's like I look up to and who are living the life that I want to live. And then it's like everybody else is like, "Oh yeah, be comfortable." And I'm like, "But I don't want to live like you. Like your life seems great. It seems fun. You have a lot of fun. I'm not dissing that. I just don't want to be that." Right? And that was another thing talking with my dad because I'm thinking about, when packing stuff up, heading home, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like there's gonna be a big party obviously after conference," and it's like, "Oh yeah, everybody's just gonna go out." And I'm like, I really don't want to because everybody drinks. And I'm like, first of all, I can't. Uh, and I'm like, I just don't like being around those people, like not those people, but being in those rooms where it's like, yeah, everybody's doing that. And I'm like, I could care less. Like, I, it's foreign to me to mess up your mind. And he's kind of like, well, you got to learn to be around that. And I'm like, but what I'm going to do in life, I can just not do that. I'm not saying that's bad. You can't do that. But I'm just saying for me, where I am right now, I went to one party or just one like thing where people were drinking a crap ton. And I just stood there in a corner drinking a Red Bull, right? And it's like I'm talking to people and I'm like, obviously, people are kind of out of it, and I'm like, dude, like I could care less about that because I, I don't know. I can't explain it. I mean, people are gonna watch this, and it's gonna be 5 minutes of me ranting about stuff happening, and it's ugh. But it's I can't explain why I don't like that stuff. Well, obviously, it messes up your mind, and it's like I prefer to have a clear train of thought everywhere because yeah, because your mind's off the rails, everything else is cooked. Not saying that you can't do some of that stuff. If that's what you like doing on the weekends. I don't care. Let's get into the trading. I didn't even boot up my desktop this morning. But back to the part of it's like, no, get out of here, Trade of Eight. No, get out of here. Oh wow. Huh. Alrighty. So I think I deleted it already, but yeah. Yeah, I mean it's that if we sweep the highs and stuff like that. But I'm like, my initial target was low. Actually, I can probably bring it up. Don't leak any of my info. That was yesterday. Dude, I'm like, oh. Okay, yeah, lots of liquidity below. If we stay heavy, continue extra shorts. If we pop, wait for liquidity to be taken. That's really my whole motto now, is wait for liquidity. And so, at 30. We're sitting here and I'm like, well, this could be Manny right here, right? What are we manipulating out? Like, those people, manipulating out those people. I'm like, I see this kind of is Manny. It wasn't that strong. But I'm like, okay, yeah, that could be it. So we could just stay heavy, right? Boom, market opens. We pump up, and I'm like, okay, cool. What are we gonna take out? Like, okay, I've got this liquidity level marked out over here. Boom, push up, manipulate it. Boom. That's a soup. Oh wait, is that a soup? No, that's not even a fair value gap. Damn. Ah, but it is a soup there. Soup. CISD. Why did I lock it? Yeah, my nose is like messed up. But soup. CISD. That's not the skull emoji. That's a possible entry. Right? I like that a lot, right? Because we push up, we manipulate out these people who, if you originally thought that was Manny, boom. Now you have true Mannian and a liquidity sweep. And what time did this? Of course, the one day I'm not able to be on the charts at my normal time is when we get the trade set up. Boom. So what are you targeting? Well, obviously I know what happens, but I'm like, I think I mentioned yesterday how like there is so much LR over here that I just run it all. We haven't taken a single thing of sell side, right? And so I'm like, we need to run literally all of this. You can go back to my video yesterday, and I go over that at one point, which is crazy to think. Ooh, please tell me this is a dinner group chat. Yes, new chat from Maggie. Anyone feeling well tonight? I'm down for whatever. Cool. Boom. And so I'm like, okay, targets there, could target there. Knowing what happens, we don't take those, but ES does. ES, never mind. Or ES takes open, 935 low. Yeah, never mind. We don't even take that. And so it kind of got cooked on this. But I'm like, okay. I mean, once we're down here, I mean, if you're trailing, you go break even on this. You trail your stop and profit. But how many? This is unconventional market, right? Very unconventional market to where stuff doesn't happen like it normally does. It's like usually we just come down here. This would be actually no, this won't be this could possibly be the top, and we just take internals to then do stuff. But we don't even take that, and so I can't take longs in any of this. To then eventually, boom, right here, take the high, manipulate out the high, boom, Put another high, put another high. Now that's granted, this is 11:30, not when I'm looking at the charts, and if I already took a trade there, got break even, who cares? But this is nice. Like this is so clean. But actually, Bell sounds really good. So might be going to Bell Tower. That, but looking at this is if we look on the higher time frame, this is manipulation. This move right here, so you're seeing that, you're like, okay, that doesn't even, okay. Knowing where we do end up, that doesn't line up. Does that line up? Yeah, that doesn't line up either, but I don't really care. But you see this in the possible size of the move, huge to the downside to what? Rebalance, not even rebalance, some of last week's action. So I'm like, okay, if you're thinking 15-minute wise, that's possible. Manny, that's also, yep, it's already been soup, and it just melts. Like we just melt through everything. There's other entries in there, but we just melt. Like it's crazy how much we did. Does any of this line up with? Because like that's kind of truly where I'd mark it out. Okay, nope. I don't see that being. Oh, you know what? Hey, this move being the Manny was that actually pans out, but who cares? But it's like that's so clean over here. This is an A plus plus. What it's my S model, right? That's what I could call it. Hey, I'm gonna start calling that's my how like the tier list like A B C D E, but then the tier above A is S. I'm calling this the S model, right? High time frame liquidity sweep right here. Boom. Really big high time frame liquidity sweep. 15-minute manipulation. That doesn't really matter because even if this was the move or just down to here was the move, that's all I need. Right? That's all I'm looking for to take trades from. High time frame liquidity sweep. Clear manipulation. Boom. Okay, we're selling off. Okay, that. Boom, we rip through. Soup. Sell. Confirm that. Boom, pull back up into discount. That's discount right here. Right, I bet. Boom. Discount. Soup. CISD. Lower. Oh my gosh. The narrative behind, because you see a lot of these soup CISDs like literally anywhere, like okay, there, like soup CISD here, basically. I wonder what the win rate is if you just took those. Right? Soup CISDs and discount of the range. But what makes it super probable is this action before it. Is the high time frame liquidity sweep and that and all that good stuff with it. And so that is so dumb clear. This is easy too, because okay, what is this? We swept out that. If you think this is still manipulation in, then I'm fine with this being the that being the manipulation, that being the sweep to then take the low. We never took the low, unfortunately. Usually we do, but in these times it's whatever happens. But I mean, clean day for my model. I know some people got chopped up in this. If you're trying to be super scalpy to take the low, like it's bad. It was bad right here. This jank action. Ugh. Like I would have loved to take that. Ugh. I don't. Why didn't we take the low? But that's kind of all I've got from there. But now it's back to more ranting. I love ranting. Renting is my favorite thing to do because I can't say this to anybody else except for people who trade. That's the main thing. But then the whole track and field side of things is another wrench in the cog of just more be I I'm mad. I'm mad. I don't want to be here anymore, obviously. But it's like it's gotten to the point where practice, if I'm doing shot put, I'm showing up, I'm just throwing to throw. Right? I'm not there to get better. I'm just there to throw because, coach isn't giving me cues. He's not letting me switch back to glide. Maybe in my end of season meeting with him, I'll talk to him about that. But then I'm like, I can't respect somebody who shows up 15 minutes late every day and just goops off and has favorites and plays your friend. You're my coach. You're not my friend, dog. Like, I prefer having like a hard uh, pause, like football coach who yells at you, gets mad at you because he wants to see you better. He knows you can be better. He'll give you the tools to get better, or he'll make you find the tools to get better. But this is just not it. And so, yeah, that's another thing. Going in the summer, I want to glide. I want to trade. Trading is probably the biggest thing I can't explain to anybody. And it's like this morning, it's like I don't want to get out of bed, right? Even to go to the dining hall. But I'm like, because I can usually, wake up, trade, then go do stuff. Granted, at home, eating's always been a thing, but it's like getting out of bed to go to class it's not existent. It's terrible. Uh, but then like talking about grades and stuff, it's like, ooh, some stuff might be slipping. But it's like in reality, I don't really care because I don't need it. I don't need that because I can go after this and I'll be happy just chasing this down. And it's like people don't understand that. And it's foreign to everybody else because I'm like obviously they want the best the best for me. And it's like you gotta have a solid belief that everything's gonna work out. You have to believe you can do it and not let anybody get in that way. And it's like obviously people want the best for me, but like I know what I need to do. This is fun to me. This is what I want to spend the rest of my life doing. I just realized that we have a 15-minute setup. There's your soup. There's your CISD. There you go. Not many times where you can see that happening, right? Like that's damn, that's like perfect because in where you're targeting, these lows. Like really you're targeting that low because it put in that high, but any of these lows work. Um damn, I really like this 15-minute. But that's another thing. Just kind of yapping about uh why do I have that on my chart? I don't know. Oh, because that was a 15-minute change in the state. But just kind of like obviously, my teammates love them to death, but it's like I'm here to get better. I'm here to do what I want to do. And so get out of here in queue. And so it's like I think the perfect thing for me would oh my gosh, get out of here. Yes. Would be to become that profitable trader, right? And then practice on my own glide, be the best I can be. And granted, whether that's me throwing whatever, it doesn't matter. If I'm having fun and I'm enjoying it, I'm getting better. That's all I care about, right? The distance will come if I'm just throwing to get better and throwing to throw and have fun and do what I love. And the trading will facilitate that and facilitate me to do that where I want, whenever I want, how I want to, and not have to worry about anything else in my life. And so that's kind of where I get the feelings of like I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go my way while everybody else goes their way. Like, and I think that's what I don't get about, you know, some people, because some people just, not saying it's bad, but it's just how I think. It's like when I see people go out, like, even like, okay, normal people, I don't really care. But seeing like my teammates, like, they, you're not getting better. Like I, mhm, I don't know. Just kind of just ranting. I don't know. It's been a long day. I still have to record that part of the project. I really don't want to, but it can't take that long to edit together. So, oh, hey, look, buddy throwing discus really far. Nice. But we'll just have to wait until summer. Like, you know, sometimes I doubt myself. I'm like, oh, what if I'm not really that good of a trader? Look at my stats from when I'm here, and that was back then. How much I've improved and seeing exactly what I want to see in my model. Like, there should be no question about it. Size right, take everything I see, that's my model, and everything will play out. Let it all work out. Let it happen, right? When you let it happen, good things happen. When I take my model, there's going to be systematic losses like that. That's not a bad trade. Eliminating taking bad trades, number one priority. That's not a bad trade. That's just unfortunate price action and managing risk when we're down here. If you're like, oh, okay, cool. But I mean, if you're entering, because if I'm in short, like, obviously I'm targeting opposing liquidity, but if I want a 3 RR, like, there's my 3 RR targeting a 4. That makes sense. If you're up here and it's like, what are you even targeting from this? This is such a small model. From here, it's like, okay, oh my gosh, what in the hell happened? If you're taking that and you're like, okay, this, if you see the 15-minute model in all of this, I mean, and you want the lows, like, boom, there you go. But it'll all average together. Everything will work out. You just need to put in the time, effort, and care, and then screw everybody. It's the Conor. I keep going back to that Conor McGregor quote of when he's driving in, what is it, LA, doing an interview, and then he's like, oh yeah, the interviewer's like, oh yeah, that's the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? And he's like, oh, the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I couldn't give a fuck about the Hollywood Walk of Fame, man. Like, that goes over so many people's heads, and it's like, I other people don't understand what I feel like and how I understand this in my delusional self-belief. It's in that same Togi clip about him, like, "Oh, I can be the president, I can be in the NBA, I can do whatever I want because I can, because I know I can." Nobody gets that. I don't understand it. And so I'm gonna round it off here. 24 minutes, that's kinda crazy. Now I got, like, a minute and a half video to record about throwing and some stuff. It's gonna be totally BS, but it's like, I'm done with school, dog. Like, ugh. Alrighty. I will see y'all actually probably tomorrow because I'm not traveling tomorrow. And so I would love if everybody's like, yeah, we should head up later to throw and then let me sleep in more and sleep in more. I'm just gonna trade. That's what I want to do. That's probably what's gonna happen. Maybe happen. We'll talk about it at dinner, but I will talk to you later.